I guess I'm just gonna do this. Hi, welcome to the live show. My name is Anthony. Apparently, I'm hosting this shit. Welcome to What an Oddcast. Oddchat specifically.
Yep.
I'm Anthony. We got Jared over there, and then Mike, the
Mr. Big Riggins.
Mr. Big Riggins. My apologies.
Big Regan, you drive the big wheel.
I wanted to go get fucking water, and they waited for me to fucking start this. Apparently,
I did. I waited for you. But yeah, well, the first odd chat of the year.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be here. Great to be live.
Indeed. It's good to be back. So guys, what's new?
Anybody? Really?
It's always good to be back.
Do you want to know what's new with me? I'll tell you what's new with me. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
One, my show's going off Netflix, so I had to pay $13 just to finish season 1. So I'm pretty upset about that. 2, if I want to do season 2 of Beetleborgs, I have to order another $13 DVD and then go on the dark web to try to find volume 2 of season 2 in order to finish out this show before we move on to the actual season 2. Then I ordered a really cool Power Rangers thing or what I thought was a really cool Power Rangers thing off of Amazon, thinking it was going to be the Shogun Megazord, which I have the original Shogun Megazord. It's the only Megazord I have complete of, except it's a defect. It's the American version. It's the pink Falcon Zord instead of the white Falcon Zord. If you're any nerds out there, you understand what I'm saying. It's the difference between Kaku Ranger. Not quite. Anyway, I got it today.
Yeah.
And it was really light.
And?
It's a model kit.
Oh no. You gonna return it?
I am. I immediately started the return. As soon as I opened it, I started the return. And I was like, if I wanted to spend $164 on a model kit, I would have found something that I actually wanted to build.
Like a Liger Zero or something.
Anything. This bullshit that I'm dealing with. I was so upset. So to make up for that, once I get that money back, I'm just going to order the 3 seasons of Shaolin Showdown. That way I can sad watch and eat ice cream and get fat.
Hey, whatever you feel like you got to do. Wow, so that's a lot that went down for you.
Yeah.
Sad.
And it was all one day.
With that, let's throw that up. Welcome to anybody that decides to tune into this bullshit. They'll see that. Anyway, guys, I have rants. Does anyone have anything that they'd like to get up their chest? Michael certainly did. I hope he feels a little bit better. Anthony, you got anything?
Thank you for the offer.
I built my very first snowman.
Yeah, you sent me a Snapchat about that. How'd it go?
It fell over the next day.
Yeah, they're not.
But
they're not meant for long-lasting enjoyment.
I found out it's a lot more annoying than I thought it would be, and a lot easier too.
It depends on how big you make them. You made a little itty bitty one. You should ask Heather about the industrial size snowball we made in college.
Industrial size snowball.
Yeah, it was. It started off as just a regular. It was, I shit you not, 4 times the size of me.
Fuck.
It was a mountain.
If she wasn't currently naked, I would holler at her. She's taking a shower right now.
Fair.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Anthony started this whole thing by saying I built, and I swear to God he was going to say a model something, and I was just going to go ahead and just flip off because no.
No,
I keep my Gundam.
No, he said Heather was currently naked, and I thought he meant Heather started an OnlyFans like other people I know.
No, she's not going to start one.
Quick.
Because she is a teacher, and she doesn't want any of her students to find it.
Very fair.
That is very fair. A lot of people are starting. A lot of people are doing it.
Yeah, not the people that I want.
A lot of people are doing it.
I'm still waiting for some people.
Yeah, me too.
Do you ever think April or Maya will open one, Jared?
So moving on with the show, we're not even going to attempt to delve into that bullshit.
Wait, before we start, I got something that I'm very happy about, unlike Mike.
Okay.
Right here. This baby is my newest Transformer. He's Ectotron.
And any woman that was going to watch or listen has tuned out now.
Is that? It's a Ghostbuster car, right? Yeah, it's cool.
the Ghostbuster car.
Okay, that one is pretty awesome.
Do you ever think about turning them all back into their vehicle form and just like fucking off for a while? Like eventually you'll have enough for like a 1-a-day calendar, like an inspirational quote.
Like keep your chin up, things like that.
Yeah,
give me a second. I'm gonna start counting.
You make them and then you unmake them. You know, you only need 156 or so if you do 2. So
give me 1 second. You guys talk. I'm gonna count.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to start anything, Jared. I apologize. That's my bad.
No, I think it's better that we have him start on that. It gives him something to do. So have you and him had a chance to talk Wonder Woman? Because if not, that's we're talking. I'm bringing it up today because
no, it's fine. I don't. Again, I love spoilers, so it's fine.
I'll take out my headphones if need be.
I only bring it up because it does leave the streaming one at the end of the month. So
yeah,
it does. Mike.
Probably this weekend I'll stop over.
I'll tell you, it's terrible. I've been trying to get you to watch
it without you next weekend.
It's great.
That's fine,
but it's not. It's terrible. So, first off, I've been saying it's great to get you to watch it. It's not. It's not.
No, it's a DCEU movie.
Did have moments with that movie. Yeah, but I had moments with that movie that like I enjoyed it more than the first movie, but overall it was not great. So let me preface this by saying I think it would have been a great movie, or at least a good movie, if it picked one villain. But it did the Aquaman thing where like they start with one villain and then towards a little after halfway they're like, oops, second villain that you saw coming right from the get-go, and you're like, why? Fucking why?
I mean, hang on. It's been a hot second since I've seen Aquaman. Who are the 2 villains?
Well,
they give you Black Manta.
Oh, fuck, right. I forget.
Yeah, they give you Black Manta early on.
Black Manta, right.
And then they change it up and they're like, oh, his brother, the Ocean Master, he's the real villain. And then they bring back Black Manta anyway. And then they kind of get rid of him and then go back to Ocean Master. And it's like, you didn't need that. You didn't need that little tangent with Black Manta. You could have saved that. Been like, he's got a suit. He'll come back later. Probably would have been fine. Or save Ocean Master. One of the 2 you could have just saved instead of forcing them into the same fucking thing. They did the same thing with Wonder Woman 84. They crammed 2 people into the same fucking thing without spreading it out, and they could have.
This is why the best DCEU movie is Shazam, followed closely by Man of Steel.
Okay, I don't agree with the Man of Steel, but I will agree with Shazam. I will give.
Oh, really?
Shazam.
What's better than Man of Steel? Give me one.
Shazam.
Yeah, we'll get what's better than Man of Steel. That's worse than Shazam. What's in between, Jared?
Absolutely fucking nothing. I don't.
Maybe
I can't think of anything else.
You guys didn't like the Birds of Prey movie?
No, I hate that movie.
Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous
I know people that
like
it, but I hated it.
I memorized that movie title, and I will say it fully every time someone brings it up.
So no, I talked to a couple people at work, and I realized I've been holding back all these rants from the main show. So I figured I'd get it out with here. So Wonder Woman 84. So first off, Cheetah, right? Isn't that the?
Cheetah. Yep, that is Wonder Woman's name.
Okay. Yeah, so they give you her, like, and like they told you that from the trailers and whatnot, like she was coming, and that was fine. I had no problem with her. Basically, like. Because they get what's her name, Kristen Wiig, which she's a comedic actor. So when I saw her coming in for that role, I'm like, that'll be interesting. Okay, she actually pulls it off pretty well. Like the time they do give her to do things, like she plays off the character they give her pretty well. However, the rest of the movie's a fucking mess. So like she can't save it with just that. And it's a Deus Ex Machina. From the very beginning to the very fucking end, they just tell you what's going to happen, and then they just try to fool you with a couple other things. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. But there were like some scenes that I'm like, oh, that's enjoyable. That was fun. And then it just goes right back to being shit when the story comes in. So yeah,
I mean, that's me. Common for the take.
Yeah, so that's how I felt with it.
Yeah. You know what I feel?
Other than that, what's up?
Where's my Batman Beyond movie, you cowards?
Yes. So let's get into this bullshit. So guys, how do you feel?
I don't want to talk about the mail.
Flash is going to start with Flashpoint. How do you feel about that? Like coming into the movie universe, they're just like, fuck, we're going Flashpoint because we fucked everything up and we need to change up the fucking timelines here. Which is a total cheap out and also takes away from a great story, in my opinion.
Anthony, do you want to go first or
yeah, I'll go.
Let's go first.
Go ahead. Go by all means.
You see, the Flash, he's actually one of my favorite, if not my favorite DC character. Barry Allen, Wally West, like those two iterations of the Flash are pretty good. Buried Alien in Marvel too. Everyone knows that Barry Alien is Barry Allen. I don't feel like it's earned yet.
No, exactly.
Maybe the DC universe is like it needs that reset button, and I fear that Flashpoint's the only way that it can happen. But I don't feel like it's been earned from the Flash perspective. Flash hasn't gained the life
the Flash
that he has
because they're not using the TV series, so they're expecting a movie version of Flash that has only been in Justice League to stand on his own for Flashpoint, and that's not going to fucking work. And what do we have to go on? There's nothing.
What are they going to do about Eobard?
They're going to
reverse Flash. Like
they're going to game
the reverse Flash doesn't come from fucking the future immediately to Flashpoint. He learns up to Flashpoint. He builds up to it. He doesn't go like, guess what? I prevented your mom for blah 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 blah. Like Barry.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's the thing I have a problem with. Michael, your rebuttal. How do you feel?
It's not anywhere near a rebuttal. Anthony's 100% correct. I want to get to the point where Anthony says that, where he said like they need to reset it in Flashpoints. The like how to do it. The issue is no, you could just start over again. Like there's nothing stopping you. You've done it so many times that who the shit cares. Flashpoint is, I think Flashpoint is a story that even if you don't follow comic books or the TV series or any of the animated series, you know something about what the Flashpoint is or what Flashpoint is.
You have to at least know the Batman killing people part.
Yeah, it's the Hail Mary to try to save the extended universe. The issue is going to be the TV series. All of them that WB have already done this and are going to have done it far better. I don't know if it's been exactly Flashpoint, but it's the same basic concept. And when you have, I mean, for God's sakes, you had a crossover with Arrow, Flash, DC's Heroes, and I'm forgetting the other one. Fuck.
Supergirl.
Supergirl. Thank you. Yeah, DC Heroes of Tomorrow. No, Supergirl, which then spread off to have a Batgirl show and now transformed into a Batwoman show, and also have the Stargirl show and 3 other shows coming from it. So there's a disconnect. DC does not work as a theatrical universe. It's working so well as hour-long specials, and people love them. There's, like I told you guys in a text, there's 30 odd seasons of quality content, and it's not just quantity over quality. There's good episodes, there's character arcs, there's story development. You have a solid DCEU, just not cinematic. And now you want to reset everything, and you just can't. It's why I don't think anything Batwoman or Batgirl will ever work. Why Flash and the Green Arrow will never work outside of what's already thing. It's also why I think Daredevil just breaking off in the MCU won't work as well, is because you've had, and same with the Punishers, you've had successful TV shows, even if they are streaming. You can't bring that kind of quality into the movie and do it justice.
That's right. And bouncing off of that, I do want to say a lot of DC comics have a big arc
Yeah, they
Like,
do.
It's like we see what happens in the X-Men movies when they try to do the Phoenix Saga in a single movie. You can't do it justice because it should be over like 5 to 7 movies, to be honest, or a TV show. Like the MCU worked out really well because it was the first of its kind. It didn't try to adapt comic book stories. Like Iron Man was not an adaptation of a comic book story.
That's fair.
It was just
Yeah.
telling a story that started.
However, you know, I will say, as far as the Batgirl, Batwoman shit, Joss Whedon was supposed to do a Batgirl like movie, but after the whole backlash that came from Justice League, he ended up leaving Warner Brothers from production, and like he was quoted as saying that they were horrible to work with. Because he was like, I tried to fix that movie in order to make this one, but that was such fucking hell. I don't want to even attempt to make what I wanted to anymore. It's like,
I mean,
damn,
you can't blame
guys.
him.
Oh, you can't win.
I don't know, because like you said, with Warner Brothers, they're trying, like the cinematic universe, they're trying so hard to have what Marvel captured in a bottle, and you can't. The timing for Iron Man was just perfect, and from there it just exploded into what it was. Not to mention the comic books already had Nick Fury as fucking why am I Samuel L. Jackson? So to just get Samuel L. Jackson, you right there, you spark the revolution off from there. DC can't do that. There's just no possible way. People are so saturated with superhero movies, you can't give them anything original. And that's not taking anything away from superhero movies. You guys know just as well as I do. I get a boner for those just as much as the next nerd does. But there's so much content coming out from Marvel within the next 3 years on streaming services and in theaters that DC is so far behind on this. There's no way to catch up and no way to capture exactly what Marvel had.
No, they're not going to, and it doesn't help that like the people who actually know what they're doing and try to do something keep getting like pushed out and have all the fucking issues they do. Hey, case in point, Ben Affleck, the dude who's the #1 Batman fan, just runs into a whole bunch of fucking issue with them about like what they even want to go with Batman. Like,
listen, you're gonna be Batman. You're gonna be Batman, but you're gonna be old Batman and not actually do anything Batman related. It's fine though.
You're gonna kill people. Guns.
Now, on that point, I think Ben Affleck would make a great alternate universe as not Martha. Why can't I think of his father? Thank you. Thomas Wayne. If he was like the Batman, I think that's a great role for Ben Affleck to play in like a Flashpoint kind of thing. But that being said, it's not where it's gonna go. So
no, it's gonna be awful. Now there is another thing with Flashpoint. Michael Keaton was signed on for it to play something, and people thought that meant that he was going to be part of the rebooting of the franchise and like go Batman Beyond, because that had been rumored. But then that got shot down immediately. It's like, no, he's only in Flashpoint for a very specific thing, and then he's gone. And it's like, oh, that's great. That's dumb, but okay. I'm disappointed.
You see, the problem is that DC doesn't quite understand the nostalgia that they have.
Of the worst nostalgia I've ever taken?
No. I mean, technically, yes. But like when I think of like going to see Spider-Man Homecoming, the first Spider-Man movie in the MCU, I remember the credits, the flashing of the things, and it was playing the Spider-Man theme, and I got so hyped for that. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. If they fucking did Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne for a Batman Beyond, that would be fucking bitchin'. I would love to see that.
I fucking want to see that. I want to see Michael Keaton come back because he's old enough now where he's not an old man, but he's old enough he could be that old man Bruce Wayne like they'd want, and you can get somebody that's younger, like say what they have right now. You could do that and not try to just reboot Batman again. But hey, that's just me.
The best part about that is if you watched Batman Beyond the animated series.
Hi, lady.
The old guy does look a lot like Michael Keaton, so it would take nothing for me to believe that. So just do it.
Mm-hmm. And I think the big problem that they have right now is who are they going to cast as Terry?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like instead of doing the Batman,
should have been
right
Robert
now,
Pattinson.
they should have done Batman
Should have
Beyond
been.
and just.
I mean, like not to step on your guys' toe, but Robert Pattinson has that kind of from just like the Twilight movies. He has that brooding self-hate and shit that you want to see in the Batman Beyond character. So it really should have been, and that's what I thought was going to happen because it makes sense.
Yeah, retired old
That would have
Bruce
made more
Wayne
sense than rebooting it all
Affleck.
again.
Yeah, if there's any WB execs listening, fucking put us in charge. We got this Batman shit figured out for you. Don't worry.
Dude, we've come up with so many good ideas, and they don't listen. Like they don't listen.
No, they never do.
Also, you mentioned Birds of Prey. We did a whole fucking bonus episode about.
I know. That's why I listen.
Birds of Prey
Should-
is Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn and you fantastic birds of bullshit. Anyway, one of my biggest gripes with that movie was Black Mask. Like I thought it was a waste of fucking Ewan McGregor because I'm like, I love him as an actor and I think he can be an intimidating person if they gave him the right thing. However, they made Black Mask again. I don't care about sexuality and stuff. I don't care about sexuality, races, whatever. However, they changed Black Mask to a gay character to fit their story for him being in love with Zaz, but he loses his intimidation factor because then he's more worried about, I don't want to get blood on my suit and things I have. Can you like this? And it's like, he didn't care about that. Like, he's just an unpredictable maniac who likes to kill people when they make him mad. What happened to that character? You're changing who he is to fit your own narrative, and it just ruins the whole illusion of the character.
And that's again because DC concepts do not work in hour-long movies. Hours-long movies. They just don't.
If
the Birds of Prey movie, just gonna let Anthony finish it if he wants to. That's fine. Was a 5-part miniseries, that shit would have blown up, kind of like
it would have been
Snyder cut. So because you would have had time to explore all those options. It's the same reason I like as much fun as I had watching the first Suicide Squad or the original Suicide Squad. I had fun. I didn't say it was good. I said I had fun watching it.
Exactly.
There was so much shit that just happened. And why I had fun, but you're like, this doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, I know what Suicide Squad is. What you're doing is introducing 17 different things. So if this was like what do you roll? An hour long, if this was a couple hour long segment.
Speaking of which,
can we talk about Suicide Squad?
What about the new Suicide Squad?
I'm glad we're talking about the new size. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about the mail?
It's a Vietnam War movie, but with DC villains as a Suicide Squad, and I don't know how I feel about that.
It's not a sequel, but yet Margot Robbie is coming back.
She's immortal.
It's a Vietnam War movie, but it's the Suicide Squad that gets sent into Vietnam for a thing.
Hold up.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. And Margot Robbie's reprising Harley Quinn.
So it's a prequel, but not a sequel. It's a sequel?
It's supposedly a soft reboot.
You can't do
that.
That's the way they're doing it. It's like, it's a soft reboot. We're going to keep Harley because we did that Birds of Prey thing and we liked it. So we're going to keep that. This is a soft reboot. We're just going to ignore that first movie.
And can pull off booty shorts. If Margot Robbie didn't look good in ass shorts, there'd be no way they keep her. But they're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to put her in a gym and on a diet, and she's going to get nice old big old ass and big old titties and just show that shit off. And that's what's going to drive the men viewership there. Because I don't know about you guys, but I bet I have a good time, but it's not good.
No, I feel like Yeah, no,
sir,
Mike
we're gonna have to ask you to put your penis back in your pants. You're in the middle of the theater.
I mean, I've never watched the Suicide Squad movie as a whole. I've seen bits and bobs.
Really?
Yeah, no. I've done my best to avoid bad movies. But we all know the scene where she changes in front of everyone. puts her
literally
clothes on in front of
changes.
everyone. And like, yeah, they put that in there for a
I don't
reason.
know. Tits.
Yeah.
Everyone, instead of going, hear me out. Instead of going to see any Suicide Squad movie, just go watch The Wolf of Wall Street. You'll get what you want and more. Trust me.
Oh. Sir, and man, we're gonna have to ask you to leave the theater. Disrupting the movie.
It's gonna be. This is gonna sound terrible, guys, but it's gonna be like 30 minutes into it. She's gonna show off her tits, and guys are gonna leave because, well, they're done. So,
Yeah,
they're
30
not gonna
minutes.
have-
That's all I needed.
I'm saying it's gonna take 30 minutes for it to get to that point. to where she's
Yeah,
going
dude, more
off.
like 10.
If you do it in the first
Um,
5 minutes, everyone will just it'll smell like bleach, and you won't have to do anything.
Oh god.
I hope that
Oh, love it.
the
Love
Suicide
it.
Squad, because that's what it's
Absolutely
fucking
love
called. I hope it doesn't come out till theaters are fully reopened and fully safe.
it. But no,
Because
it,
I would see that in theaters.
yeah, I can't believe you didn't know that. So first, because they did the whole behind the scenes whatever thing with it. And they had-
badass. Fuck
So-
you, John Cena. Sorry, please continue.
they did that whole fucking behind the scenes thing. John Cena's playing what the fuck? Peacemaker, I think the guy is.
Wait, which one's the shark? Who's playing the shark?
Is King Shark in this one? Give me a second. I'm pulling up the IMDb and
I thought
Wikipedia
King
pictures.
Shark was in this one because there was a giant shark guy.
I'm pretty sure King Shark. They recasted Killer Croc for King Shark.
Which makes
But
more
he's
sense.
playing. I believe he's called
okay,
Peacemaker or something like that. But he said, "Imagine Captain America, but he doesn't give a fuck about a legion. He's there to kick ass, and kill people." And I'm like, "What the fuck? That's your
think so.
description of a character, Mr. Cena?"
I think you
Just
think The
wanted to
Rock
stop
would have
the
been a much better portrayal, but that's fine. Yeah, who is it?
Well, his name is Steve Agee, which I'm trying to find out what he is in. But what happened was I opened up his IMDb page, and the first thing is Peacemaker when he's playing John Economos. And I was like, huh. Well, apparently they're making a John Cena Peacemaker show. If you would be so kind, Jared. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting.
They think John Cena can do that much acting?
He can't. Did you guys see the last movie that he was in? Did you guys see Playing with Fire, where he had to like be the parent to 3 kids while they were in like, I mean, okay. Here's the thing. I don't want to judge because he is a wrestler, so I know he can act. Right? Sorry, spoilers to anyone. I don't. It's fine. Yeah, fight me. I don't give a shit. I know he can, but also, why would you greenlight that
Before the movie even came out?
It's gonna fail. It's gonna get like a pilot in 3.
Same exact reaction.
Holy shit!
Yep, they're making a
John Cena's
a
getting the movie,
series.
guys.
Is
They're
it a
making
limit? Okay,
series.
who's putting it out?
HBO.
HBO Max, because they own
Fuck.
Warner Brothers.
Fuck that! It's
There's
fuck
8
that.
8 episodes have been ordered.
Okay, listen.
That's
here's
why all
the
these
thing.
things are Warner Brother, AT&T own HBO.
Fuck
Or have
that.
a deal at least.
I want season 3 of The Tick. I think that's a much better investment.
I wanted the season to take well. I did enjoy. I have enjoyed that. I wouldn't. Yes, I agree,
Yes.
sir.
Agree.
Yes, I agree with Leo.
Sorry, I can't wrap my head around fucking Peacemaker. I see that. I agree with it as
I-
well.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, give us a logo.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Agree.
I guess they're trying to piggy bank off the success of The Boys with that anti-hero kind of thing. But no, not John Cena. No.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. Because, like, I don't know if did anyone watch his movies in like the early 2000s? He did the
Yeah.
Marine and whatnot.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
had
He's not an actor.
No.
he's not an actor.
No, he is a piece of meat.
which, to be fair, that might be all they need. He might not actually do a whole lot of acting. He might have a slew of side characters that help him.
I mean, I got nothing wrong against the guy personally.
From-
you know, he was a
from the
Marine.
little tidbit
You know,
thing.
but fucking
Okay, so
goddamn.
the little thing they did for the behind the scenes on that movie, it looks like he's literally playing a Captain America as exactly as he described, and I think that's how they told him to play it so that he could do it.
Mhm.
Think Captain America, but a badass, and then he just took it down that direction, and that. From what they showed, it looks exactly like that. Like, not a lot of talking, but a lot of just him killing people. And when he does talk, I can't imagine it's going to be good.
The only way I would accept this TV
But I think he's
show,
getting made out to be the villain. So
yeah, the only way I would accept this,
yeah, you're not the only one.
John Cena. It's fine. Every time the only way I'm accepting the show is if Chris Evans comes back and like just like the anti-Captain America after playing Captain America. That's the only way
That would
I'm
be
accepting
funny.
it. Right, that's what I'm going for.
You know, there
he could
is
make references to it and all that shit.
there is fuck, what's his name? Union Jack?
Mhm.
No, not Union Jack. Where is the Union
British-
Jack?
The British counterpart.
Yeah, they're
No, I'm thinking of the black suited Captain America. It's the other character. It's the character that came on later because he's coming in Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I can't remember the character's fucking name.
Flash.
U.S. Agent. Yes, thank you.
Look at you, Jared. You're a terrible comic person. You don't know anything about comics.
Thank you. No, for some reason I kept thinking Union Jack, and I don't know why. But no, yeah, U.S. Agent. He's coming in the Falcon series. Yeah, there is Nomad as well. That is correct, Leo. I don't know if they're gonna do a Nomad, but the U.S. Agent was confirmed. It's the dude. I'm trying to think. He's the son. He's Kurt Russell's son. He's playing U.S. Agent. I can't think of how else to describe him. That's all I know him as. Because the movies I've seen him in, I don't know if you guys would have seen him because they were more like sport movies. Anyway,
Guys, the Suicide Squad is coming to HBO Max for a month on August 6th.
oh shit! Oh, that's right, because they're all doing the HBO Max thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if they're gonna do anything with Nomad. It might just be another throwaway thing like US Agent is looking like. But so I do have some other things that have leaked out that I would like to bring up here.
Sure.
I love it when you leak.
Which Leo would probably find interesting.
Leak all over
So
me, Dad.
there's been some information that's come
Drip,
out
drip,
with
drip.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Stop coming on him. God damn it. Omega Red will make an appearance supposedly. That was an early leak, way early on. After the end of the second episode or first episode, there was going to be an Omega Red appearance that they had to fight him, and then the episodes would end out. But now it's looking like they're straight going into Weapon X because it turns out the organization that made Weapon X, Agent X, the whole off branch thing, they're doing that, and they're going to branch that off into the Weapon X program from there. So get ready for them to mention Wolverine, Omega Red, and some other things like Stryker and whatnot. Kind of what they're gonna go with. I just hope they don't do the Stryker thing because Fox fucked that up, and I just hope that they don't go that route. But I'm not gonna hold out because I'm just not gonna hold out. But yeah, I just want to bring that up to you guys.
All right. Well,
Also, how do you feel with Omega Red if he does make an appearance? Winter Soldier and Falcon.
I want him if he looks as weird as he comes in the comic books. I would love that, but it depends on who plays it. Wolverine's your number one because he's like 1 inch tall. Oh, burn! Got to burn the fake character. Got him. I'm kidding. Wolverine is great. Mike's hunted by ghosts. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let that sink in with you guys for a second.
You know, there's something, by the way, since we're live, that I just want to show our lovely audience.
What's that?
The Power Ranger axe that Mike got me for my birthday, Christmas.
Birthmas.
It's almost on the dick around with, I'll be honest.
He got me the Dragon Dagger, and I would go and get it, but it plays music, like, and lights up. It's really cool. Maybe next time I'll bring it. It's pretty bad.
I'm getting canceled. And here I thought it would be for my racism. I'm kidding. I'm not racist.
It's actually a gun, but that's fine.
You are racist.
I am not.
It's an axe gun.
Just like in Ruby, everything's a gun.
That took a second.
So the weapon coming with.
Jared, you're very robotic right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using technical difficulties.
I think Jared is having technical difficulties.
I heard that slightly. I heard technical difficulty. So nope.
No.
No. You just sing us a pretty little song like You're the Piano Man, and we will just fill up the air.
I do really like the Vocaloids, I'll say that.
Vocaloids. Yes, I've been just...
Yeah, see? Still there.
No, he's still there. I don't know enough about Vocaloids to make references. Is Hatsume? Well, I think Jared is officially dead.
We killed him. We stroked him out by not caring about Weapon X and the red giant thingy. It's going to piss him off by that.
Ho, ho, ho. And there he goes.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen because he's the host.
I don't think if we all just quit, does it stop or does it just show the picture of the fan art or the artwork for a 12-hour loop?
That's a really good question. Lady, you were thinking of the probably the Grudge because that's the one that goes like But let me I'm just gonna message Jared. See how he's doing. Yeah. You all right, bud? Because I'm very concerned. Let's play one has to go. I don't like lady saying let's play one has to go. I don't like that. Let's play a game to fill up the airtime. I don't know what's one has to go.
Vamp.
I know. It's really hard to I guess Jared got canceled. I guess I'll just talk about you see, I'm very boring. I don't really do much.
I mean, we could talk about how neither one of us have lives outside of podcasting and work.
Yeah, that's true. I have a friend. Actually, I have technically 3 friends who live about 3 houses down the road, and I don't talk to them
At all. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
They are
All right.
they are there for sometimes.
Yeah. Lucas fucking just my friend Lucas. Yeah, lady, go ahead, give us 4 topics, and we'll just discuss about that.
Yeah.
But Lucas, he came down and he fucking shoveled my
Is
driveway.
that what it was?
Yeah.
Crazy maniac.
Fucking woke at 8 o'clock in the morning, and my driveway was completely shoveled.